Hey guys, it's Britt and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited you're here. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, we're in our kitchen this morning whipping up breakfast, and I'm making our breakfast eggless frittata, and I thought it would be really fun to kind of share this recipe with you all, and you guys are gonna love it. It travels great after you cook it. You can have it for brunch, breakfast for dinner, any time of the year that you like. We switch up the vegetables that we use in this constantly. Usually whatever's seasonal, or if we do a clean out of the fridge, whatever needs to go. This is a great recipe for that. And you can also tweak the seasonings for this. So this is what we like, but tweak it to what your family enjoys. So we're gonna get started. This is a really quick, easy recipe. You also can make this really fun if you have kids or grandkids, and let your kids get involved and decorate their breakfast frittata at the end. I'll show you guys, and pick which vegetables they like to enjoy. So this really can be a really great family affair, and you can have like a little station where you guys assemble and then make it, move over pancakes and waffles. Here comes the breakfast eggless frittata. This also I got inspired to do this recipe off of the focaccia bread that was going around, where everyone was beautifully designing their breads with all of these different vegetables, and they came out so beautiful. So we kind of copied that idea, or we designed our frittata. So we're gonna get into it. Into a bowl, I have some chickpea flour. Now, chickpea flour is generally made whenever you make any kind of egg substitute, or you make omelets or quiches or anything like that. So it's really important not to swap this out. Really make sure you get chickpea flour. It does add to the taste. So I have 1/2 cups of chickpea flour. I also have the same amount of a non-dairy milk that's unsweetened and unflavored, so 1/2 cups. And if you head over to our website, which is linked down in the show notes below, I also have the recipe down in the show notes for those of you guys that don't want to click over to another page. But if you do click over to our website, we have a free printable PDF for you guys with all of our recipes, so you can just print it out and keep it in your binders and keep it on the fridge for whenever you want to make this next. So 1/2 cups of a non-dairy milk that's unsweetened and unflavored. I'm also going to add in 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. I'm going to give this a whisk. And you can also add in your baking powder at this point. This is 2 teaspoons. And I just want to whisk it until there's no more lumps of the flour. At this point too, you can add in your seasonings. So in here I have a variety of different things. I have some turmeric in here so that it is the color really vibrantly, kind of yellowish color, similar to my shirt I'm wearing. This is my turmeric colored shirt, I like to call it. But in here I have 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I also have 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric, a little bit of black pepper, and that's it. If you want to play around with the spices in this, you definitely can. This is really, again, just what we like to do, but you can make this with curry and make it totally different, or you can, so many different ideas that you can kind of play a spin on this with. So we love being adventurous and trying out new spices, but this is kind of our classic go-to. All right, once that's mixed in, it should kind of resemble pancake batter at this point. You just really want to make sure everything's incorporated. Like I said, this recipe is really quick and easy and fast. I swear this is even faster than doing pancakes, right? We're gonna bake it and kind of forget it, so it's not messy. So I'm gonna use a silicone pan for this, and this is really awesome. If you do decide to broil your frittata at the end, you don't want to use this pan. You can always remove it once it's cool and then pop it back in to broil. That's kind of an unnecessary step in my opinion. It gets nice and gold on top, but if you want it to be more of a traditional frittata, what I would do is thinly slice tomatoes, top it on top. Then once your frittata is done, you can let it cool and then put it back in the Breville to kind of get that gold char. That is totally optional. That's not a required step. I generally never do that. So I have my silicone pan. If you're going to use a different pan, just line it with parchment paper because we're not using any oil. Okay, that's a really crucial step. Now, here comes kind of the fun part. Add in whatever vegetables you like. So in the recipe, I have around 1 to 2 cups of vegetables that you can add. You just want the batter to coat everything and it'll be perfect. Another really fun thing too is that we're going to make a design on the top, and you can, you know, write your kids' names in vegetables, or put hearts, or make it a landscape. Flowers. There's so many different ideas depending on how long you want to spend on it, but like I said, it would be really fun to let your kids pick what they want for the vegetables and then to decorate. Just saying. So in our vegetables today, I just always usually do like a clear out of the fridge or see what we have. I had tomatoes, cherry tomatoes I halved. I had some red onion that I just sliced. I have some broccoli and I have some peppers. So we are all set to go. So I'm going to add around half of these into the batter so that it cooks in with it. And then the other half I'm going to make a pretty design on. So I'm going to take, like I said, half and just put it right in. You don't have to make a design, you can put it all right in. Alright, and then all I want to do is I want to make sure that the batter is covered with the vegetables. And we've done cabbage before. You can put, you know, your favorite greens. Really a lot of fun. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to transfer the batter into my silicone pan. Let me grab a spatula and we'll do that, and then we're going to decorate, and it's almost done. Alrighty, just get it in, and then you just want to kind of level it off with your spatula as best as possible. Should already smell really nice. And it just gets a beautiful golden yellow color thanks to that turmeric and chickpea flour and nutritional yeast. Those combos really do a nice job. Alright, so I'm just going to spread this out. It puffs up a little bit thanks to the baking powder that we put in here. Now this next part is optional. Like I said, you can just put all the vegetables in and bake. You know, if we're not having guests or it's not a special celebration, that's generally what I do. I don't decorate the top, but it can be a lot of fun. So you can just take your vegetables, and all you want to do is kind of just press them in slightly so they stick into the batter, but you can kind of make your design. I should be making hearts because it's Valentine's Day, but I think I'm going to do something else instead. You know, and be as creative as you want with it. This is where my art teacher, you know, skills come out, that it can be in your food too. I will show you guys a look up close before we put it in the oven, but it's going to bake at 350 degrees for around 30 to 35 minutes. Once you have decorated yours, and I'll put a picture of it on the screen of how mine turned out before we bake it, I just wanted to tell you guys another little tip. If you are using a silicone pan, and this goes with any kind of silicone pans if you're doing cakes or square pans or anything else, it's really great to put it on a baking dish or even a pizza pan, and this way whenever you go to put it into your oven and to take it out of your oven, it's way less stressful because the silicone pans are a little bit more wobbly, and anyone that's removed one without putting it on something knows what I'm talking about. So I will see you guys in 30 minutes whenever this guy comes out of the oven. It's really easy and simple. Then we'll cut it, and I'm so excited for brunch today. You also can start thinking about any of the condiments you want to put on this. This, of course, is great with ketchup, but our personal favorite is a little bit of hot sauce, and you could do salsa or tons of different things. You could even do this with barbecue, whatever you want, and depending on what vegetables you put in here, you can kind of play around with it. So we like to do a whole kind of eggless frittata bar. You can do lots of different condiments. You can, again, make it a beautiful station. Make this a really fun project with your family, especially right now where we can't go anywhere or do anything. This can be a really fun, you know, something to do that's besides decorate your own pizza, right? So I really hope you guys will make this recipe. I will see you guys at the end. And this is just such a favorite. It also travels well, it holds up, and you can like walk around with a slice of it without it crumbling. So that's really great. All right, I'll see you guys real soon. after it comes out of the oven, you just want to let it cool completely before removing. That's really a crucial point. It should be cool completely on the bottom and top to touch. Then you know it's safe to remove. And you can take a little butter knife and just kind of gently help make sure that your batter is not sticking to the sides. Generally doesn't stick, but every once in a while you may have a place that's snagged. So I just will carefully go around with butter knife, make sure everything's loose, and then flip. Once you've done that, should come out completely unstuck to the pan, and you have a beautiful eggless frittata that turned out so great. So I'll post some up close pictures of the screen now, and you can cut into it and serve it. You guys are gonna love this. I'm so excited for you guys to try it out. But it holds up perfect. Show you guys an up close look at it. You can hold it up, it doesn't crumble, and now you can add your favorite condiments of choice. I'm gonna grab some hot sauce, test this on camera, and I'm so excited for you guys to try this one. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you go get the free printable PDF of this recipe so you save it for next time you want to make something special for breakfast or brunch. For the taste test, I added just a little bit of hot sauce on top, my favorite way. I love this, it's so good. Doesn't crumble, fall apart. You guys are gonna really enjoy this one. So make sure you check out our website down below for that recipe. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any recipes. I make whole food plant-based recipes every week, multiple times a week. And give this video a thumbs up, leave us a comment. Have a great Valentine's Day. I'll see you guys real soon in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. I'm gonna go enjoy brunch.